The following program is a production of HEW Entertainment, heard on the official website of HEW Entertainment. It's that time once again for HEW Entertainment Radio.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Hosted by Jonathan Clarke.
To be the man, you gotta be the man. Woo!
Be sure to join us in the live chat room during the show.
Hulkamania is running wild like it's never ran before.
Call us on one of our request lines. If you live in the United States, call us at 1-641-985-7800, box number 3729280. If you're from Canada and would like to call us from 1-647-724-4194, box number 3729280. Long distance charges may apply in some areas.
I've been the world heavyweight champion 10 times.
Or you can always drop us a line at MySpace, myspace.com/HEW Entertainment.
And you will rest in peace.
Emailing us works for you too. Email us hewwrestling@hotmail.com.
I am a wrestling god. JBL.
And now, without any further ado, here is your host of HEW Entertainment Radio on the official website of HEW Entertainment, Jonathan Clarke.
The champ is here.
I'm Jonathan Clarke, very pleased to welcome back to my show for the first time in well over a year, the founder of the independent wrestling channel, Dave Calypso. How are you doing, Dave?
Good, and how are you, John?
Pretty good. I understand you're going through a bit of a rough time with your mother passing away and everything, and I know exactly what that is like. Can you tell everybody what's been going on with you?
Yeah, sure. My mother died of cancer. It was lung cancer in June of last year, and she was sick for a while. Not necessarily of cancer, but we thought it was one thing, and we were treating the one thing, and then all of a sudden it just turned up, and she went in peace. It was really quick again.
So you're
the
holding
limbo,
up with
being
it
an
all.
only child and having to deal with all this. I had to take time off of wrestling quite a bit because of it, like working shows and whatnot. But I still kept the channel running and in the loop, but
Right.
everything's going slowly but surely.
Right. The Honky Tonk Man told me a long time ago, he said one of the most difficult things you could ever do is watch somebody be put in the ground. He was making reference to a funeral. I'm sure you can relate to that. I know I could when it happened to me.
Oh yeah, definitely. We cremated her and then we spread her ashes. Actually, another thing, my dad passed away in 2005. So both my parents are with each other where they used to hang out in high school. And I remember when my dad told me he wanted me to spread him, I did that. And obviously I was the only child of my mom, so I spread her. And, they were meant to be together. They were divorced for a while, and, it was still very difficult because you're basically saying goodbye, just putting them where they want to be. You got to respect the wishes, but it's rough.
Yeah, it does. It really does. Now, you got this radio show you're trying to get off the ground. It's speculated to begin airing in November. Is that right?
Oh, no. Actually, that's my wrestling show in November.
Okay.
The radio show has been airing for quite some time now on Blog Talk Radio, but now I'm switching over to another website with the help of a man by the name of Sean Cloth out of California. He just opened up unlimitedradio247.com, and his show Lowdown Radio, and my show, Open Mic Wrestling Night, will be airing soon on that website. But I'm doing a couple more episodes on my Blog Talk Radio account, which is blogtalkradio.com/indie wrestling channel, which is airing Tuesdays at 9.
Okay.
So hopefully, after that's done, then I'm immediately moving over to the Unlimited Radio. Dates and times of that show on that website are not decided yet.
Right. A lot of people stopped using Blog Talk after they started charging people a significant amount. They put a fee up there. Before, it was all unlimited. You could upload as many files as you wanted and everything. And the funny thing was, everybody was trying to get me to go to Blog Talk Radio. And I did a significant amount of work for Blog Talk. But I had my own website for over 13 years in a radio form with all my audio archives. Now I've done over 700, almost 800 shows. This is episode 770. And they're all like, you should go to Blog Talk. But I was thinking to myself, whatever happens if, Blog Talk starts charging and stuff, I'm going to shut down my radio form, shut down my website, and going to have nothing to fall back on. So in turn, I was the smart one of them all, because here they are now trying to find an alternative source to stream off of, and I've still got my website with all my audio archives. So in the end, I win again.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you get people that are trying to be one ahead of everybody else. But again, I mean, in your case, you had a formula that's working for so long. Why try and fix it?
That's right. That's right. And the same thing can be said about Paul Heyman's ECW. His ECW formula worked for so long. Vince fucked it up, and it's no more now.
Oh yeah, basically, and oh god, that's just a royal disappointment in wrestling, to be quite honest with you. That whole nonsense.
Yeah, and this NXT thing now, showcasing these independent stars like Daniel Bryan and stuff. In the first year of it, in the summer that it premiered, back in February it premiered, in the first summer, all the radio show hosts and columnists and journalists were talking about it, and now it just seems to be somewhat of train wreck television. Do you find that?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, the real original point, I believe, and this is my opinion, that that basically what NXT was, it just was trying to get Daniel Bryan on as a member of the roster through a different way, and then when they had Caval or Loki, they were trying to do the same exact thing with him, and obviously that didn't quite work out for Caval as much as it did for Danielson. But I mean, other than that, I mean, they've brought around a couple other good wrestlers, but they don't use anything with them if they're popular or anything. They just send them right back down to Florida, only trying to get one or two people across, and even then, it's not even happening right now.
Yeah, and now you have TNA Wrestling. You have WWE going with this pushing the new stars theory that nobody's getting into, and then your alternative is watching this TNA thing that are all about this wrestling product, pushing the wrestling product. I turn on TNA for the first time in months, and now they've changed the name of the show from Impact to Impact Wrestling. It doesn't make any sense.
No, not at all. And quite honestly, I watched it for the first time not too long ago either. I mean, before Impact Wrestling debuted, I can care less. I looked at it like, who the hell watches this crap every week? Seriously, who tunes in and watches it? And not only that, who in their right mind wants to pay money to go to a pay-per-view for a poorly booked product? I mean, that's just my opinion, but I mean, both of them are kind of in like a dire straits right now, and they're running out of ideas, and all the main guys that like WWE's pushing are getting injured. John Morrison's a perfect example, and they're trying to change their product, and they just can't do it. No one seems to care.
Yeah, I don't understand. I understand that Hogan's trying to get money from his divorce and everything, but in turn he's screwing up TNA.
Yeah, but what does he care? I mean, he screwed up WCW as well, and that was a multi-billion dollar company, and he took that product along with Bischoff and just shoved it down the toilet and just suffocated it.
And I mean, Ring of Honor is not much better. I mean, they lost their television deal, so that shows you what Ring of Honor is all about. You know?
Well, there's a rumor going around that they might have another investor or a new TV partner coming in, but that's going to be announced over the weekend. I have no idea. This is strictly rumors that I'm hearing, but there's something that I think that they're going to do. It might be a different TV deal. I mean, quite frankly, what I would like to see is ROH get a Spike TV deal and Spike just completely drops TNA like a bad habit. That would actually be quite entertaining for me. And their contract is up soon, TNA's, I believe, with Spike TV, so that would be quite an interesting twist.
So are TNA going to re-sign, or are they just going to try and search for a new network?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything, but I would like to see TNA just off the air. Period. That's it. I just don't want to. I don't want to see them on TV anymore. I can care less. They're basically just catering to the old guys who just don't do jack shit anymore, and that's pretty much it. They just cater to all the old people who have no relevance in wrestling anymore, and they can barely move. You know, you got guys like Ric Flair and Hogan taking all the money from the company, and they're not even wrestling. You know, what gives them a right to do that, you know?
Yeah, there's a 50-50 chance Hogan's going to be wrestling. That's what ProWrestling.com are saying. I don't think it's going to make much